Hello again, Suzanne here, angel intuitive and spiritual guidance counselor. And a hairball. I'm not cutting it, just saying. You know me, I don't edit. So I heard this the other day. So Michael Bernard Beckwith, now he goes by Michael B. He made a comment. I was listening to him speak and he made this comment and I love it. We're going to get to it. So, do you know people who get sick all the time or pretty regularly, and they're just like, I don't know why I'm sick, I don't know, must have been that person because they were sniffling, or I don't know, I went here, went there, I must have picked up a bug, must have picked something up. And then there are the other people who are never sick. Never. Maybe an occasional little sniffles here and there or whatever, a little allergy stuff, especially out here. I think everyone's got the allergies when the dust and dirt blow around and the chemtrails hold it in. But Michael Beckwith said this. He's like, and I love this. I had to put this out here. A positive community gives you immunity. What? How often do we forget that? That, illness or dis-ease, as everyone likes to say, we're not being at ease. It's not just germs and bugs and whatever. In fact, it may not be that at all. But it can be energetic. You're around negative energy, it's draining, so it runs us down and our immune system gets weakened. There are many studies, and I don't need a scientific study, I see it, I witness it, that negative thoughts, that being around or stress, I'll say stress, and number one, fear, shuts your immune system down. When we're under stress, our immune system is fighting. When we're in fight or flight, fear mode, our immune system stops completely. Literally stops, because we're in that, we're being chased by a tiger. Well, not going to be doing that anymore, but if we were back in the day, say you cut yourself and you're like, oh, I'm trying to heal. You see my little gash? Trying to heal. Body's working on healing that. Oh, then a tiger comes at you. It's like, oh, nope, your body, everything in your body is pumping that adrenaline, pumping that blood, pumping those legs. Run, run, run. I think that rhymed. That was pretty cool. So it literally stops. And then once you get to a safe zone, and then you calm down, and then the heart rate slows down, then your body goes back in to healing mode. Right? So, totally makes sense. So, knowing that, think about what we put in front of our vision, i.e. the tell-lie vision. The whole news thing, production, I learned this, when I was a little bitty, knee-high to a grasshopper, as we'd say. I heard that somewhere, that's the journalist's thing. It's like, if it bleeds, it leads. So the worst stories are going to be the big headline. The most graphic, the most horrific, the most sad, the most painful, the most fearful, the most scary. Right? Think about that. Isn't that what every news program starts out with? Oh, stories of the day, leading tonight's whatever. So many dead in explosions. This many dead here, or this happened here. Something awful. And what does that do to us? It shuts our immune system down. It shuts our natural healing ability down. So we go into this mode of, oh my gosh, could that happen to me? Even though we're not outrunning a tiger, our brains and our bodies go into the mode of, oh, that could happen to me. What if someone shot at me? You know, what if this happened to me? What if something blew up next door? What? What? Meanwhile, the body's going, poof, all the air goes out. So what does that tell us? Do we need to, it doesn't mean don't watch the news, whatever, but separate yourself from it. Don't go into it. Trey Smith, don't go into it. Don't go into the television. Don't go into the fear. Just go into, I like to go into prayer for the person or the people or the situation. And thank God I wasn't there, right? Thank God that wasn't me or my family or friends or loved ones, but, you know, bless and protect those that are in the situation. You know, keep your body in the state of love and balance, right? So we don't go into that. You know, I always too often it comes up and have to go back to, you know, the whole 2020 event. I don't even want to give it, repeat the name because it's, yeah. Anyway, you know, what was that every day? Pump and fear. Oh, the numbers. Oh, this. Oh, that. Do we even know it was true? I know this one pisses everybody off when I do that. Oh, I know a person that had this. I know this. I know that. Or maybe. Because things are shifting and changing. But how was it that people who were normally very healthy all the time were suddenly not feeling well? Again, fear. Oh my gosh, do I have it? Even people that didn't have any health problems are going, I need to go get tested because maybe I've got it. Maybe I've got something. I don't know. And just in that process, that opens us up, makes us more susceptible to illness, disease. Right? So finding that balance and with all the stuff that's going on, whatever side you're on, first of all, bring it together. Be on both sides or bring it together. And, you know, because that's the other thing, divide and conquer, right? And that leads to immune deficits as well. But when we stay positive and we stay in that loving mode, our immune system is just going, yeah, we want more of that. Again, there's manifestation right there. We're in the zone, feeling great. We're guided to more things to keep us feeling great. When we feel good and our body feels good and we feel healthy and light and energized, we're going to crave those foods and things that will make us more healthy and more energized and feel better. And we'll be drawn or draw in people who keep us more positive and healthy and balanced and energized, right? So thinking about that one. So think about your community. A positive community gives you immunity. I was going to say creates immunity, but he said gives, so if I'm quoting. So think about the community around you. Not just your neighborhood, but that too. You know, if the traffic is freaking you out or, you know, like I've learned when I look out my window now, I see my trees and not the gray box across the street. So think about that this week. Think about your community. Keep that immunity up. Stay positive and stay healthy. Have a beautiful week.